everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Falcons going up against the Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now Ryan. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They go play action here on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sharif Floyd continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Ryan hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Room here to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 75 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First carry for Latavius Murray. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 30, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, 74 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And some space here. A big run there by Freeman. And even 70 yards. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
Well, when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most electrifying runners in the game today. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now Ryan on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes.
My receiver the
30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On first down, Murray.
Oh, my God.
He's to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown,
He's zip today. All right. That's the last time score,
Murray with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Ryan.
Oh, my God.
From the Vikings, and they get there to bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. T.Y. Hilton from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That is my word.
Here's Bryant for the extra point.
You ain't even getting touched. What the fuck is going on? Oh, fuck.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
As long as they ain't giving that nigga no easy runs, he ain't messing shit.
Here we go now. To throw is Keenum. Going with a screen for Murray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Cook.
Wow, you gotta be kidding me.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A handoff. It's Murray. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They'll fake the give. Now Keenum.
Nobody's getting to the 49.
Now he's flipped, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel.
Already turned his fucking enemy down to a 25.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A phrase we said a lot last year, Ryan to Jones for a Falcon 1st down. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now Ryan on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now a give. This is Murray. Murray with a nice move. Touchdown.
Latavius Murray. Let me say this again.
Latavius Murray.
3 touchdowns and like 200 yards.
Latavius touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Like, be realistic. This shit is not realistic.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Like the fucking Zeke. You gotta be so sugar.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy already already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Ryan will throw again.
What the fuck, man? What are you doing?
A 3-yard gain. And that'll lead here to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third and 2, now Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Throwing again, Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Keenum. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Dancing to his left. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the D-line's going to spread out. Keenum to throw on second down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. A final shot before the break. Keenum. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on.
Yeah. Okay.
As we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Play action. Now it's Keenum. They'll toss it 40, and this is going to be caught. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Again, it's Murray. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now 3rd down, less than a yard. From the gun, here's Keenum. Throw left side, complete. That's Murray. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Down to about the 22 here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2nd down following the run. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Oh, my God. I don't even know
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to throw, Keenum. Escaping the pressure right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons...
Leave me alone!
Big turnover there.
Shut up!
Guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
on second down. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 11-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. To throw again is Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's Freeman trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Now it's Ryan. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Ryan. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Josh Maga, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense.
Oh, my God, they don't want me to win. They don't want me to win.
And he almost had it defensively.
No, he did
Could
have
have
it.
been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Working like a motherfucker, man. Shut up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Here's Keenum. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got
give
the
him the
first down
first.
yardage
Give
before
him
he's
the
brought
first.
down at
Like,
the
what is
42.
going on? Like, it working.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and they'll learn him a fresh set of downs.
Wide open interception. Perfect. It was a beautiful pick 6. You dropped it. It was in your hand, my nigga. Now these niggas got a first down. I don't see nothing but bullshit.
No. Check.
Davis Murray running all over my offense.
They'll run it left side with Murray.
What? I hit the
2
nigga,
yards
he's
on the
still
pickup
stumbling.
there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still in.
Latavius Murray, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 56 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
You go pick her up then.
He would love
You
to
keep
get to
crying
that
about it.
record
Go.
and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he?
Move,
What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
Now a give, left side. This is Murray. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 40.
I gotta leave anyway, so I'm quitting this fucking game. Niggas keep wanting me to fucking